I'm John, a New Yorker who's been living in China for 18 years. In this video, my wife Yi and I take you with us to Chongqing, a massive city in southwest China. Chongqing is the largest city in the world by land area, and the largest city in China by population. It's actually our first time visiting the city, and this video was filmed the day we arrived. After checking into our hotel, we went straight to Jiefang Square for a classic Chongqing Hotpot dinner. Following our meal, we proceeded to explore the 81st Street night market. After walking around the night market, we headed over to the Jiefang Square to take in the scenery, before finally ending our evening at the Hongya Cliff overlooking the Jialing River. Although I'm not Chinese, I'm also not a typical Western tourist, so I hope this video can provide a window into the intersection of Eastern and Western cultures. After a 3-hour flight, we arrived at Chongqing's Jiangbei International Airport. This is a huge airport that handles more than 20 million passengers per year. I used the ride-sharing app Didi to call a car to pick us up at the airport. You can see how shiny and clean the ground is. Looks like somebody just waxed this tile. The airport is about 20 kilometers from downtown Chongqing, and this ride took about 40 minutes. Fun fact: Ford Motors actually has 3 factories in Chongqing, producing cars for Chinese customers. Chongqing is a city built on mountains and rivers, the most famous river being the Yangtze, crisscrossing throughout the city. Crossing the Yangtze is easy thanks to many modern bridges connecting the various districts. There are also plenty of tunnels cutting through the mountains throughout the city. We stayed in Yuzhong District, which is known as Chongqing's CBD. I booked our hotel on Ctrip. It is the most popular Chinese travel app. Okay, just arrived at the room. We decided to stay in an Airbnb type hotel made up of individual studio apartments. The room cost about 250 RMB a night, or $40 US. Seating area, can have tea here. A view of the river. Bathroom. Simple but good. Chongqing must-do number 1: eat Hotpot. The name Jiefang translates roughly to "my dear brother Joe's," Joe being a surname in Chinese. Oh yeah, let's do this. Jiangbei. This Hotpot place is open 24 hours. You can see everyone gathered around big pots of steaming spicy soup. Gonna get the real Hotpot tonight. Meats and veggies are brought raw to the table where the diners cook themselves. I found this Hotpot place on the app Dazhongdianping. It's one of the most popular apps for restaurant reviews in China. This restaurant has over 10,000 reviews and a near 5-star rating, so I know it won't disappoint. Here you can see this counter is dedicated to slicing pork lung. These are slices of cow stomach. And here are duck intestines. Fun fact: China produces 80% of the world's duck meat. 这里好. After we sat down and ordered our food, it was time to make my dipping sauce. 能不能帮我调一个地道的火锅调料啊？先放蒜泥。
哎，对，郑州这个重庆吃火鸡，先蒜泥、香油、小葱、香蒜。
啊。
然后如果你有额外喜欢的，可以再另外加。
香油。
你有什么忌口的吗？现在？
我喜欢特别辣的。
特别辣的。
对。
那放点小米辣。
可以。
我们锅里还是有点辣油，要不你先尝试，如果觉得不够辣，再帮你加了。
可以可以。
那就好了。
蒜泥、香油、葱。
对。
Okay.
香菜。
So this is like a salad bar here. Gonna get some mushroom. Does mushroom look good? Oh. Nice. Tofu. Can do. This is turnips. And then gonna take some of this watermelon.
我有什么 treasure 就吃饭拍这个东西。
没事，我们就随便拍一点。这是在烧麦。Kidney slices, 腰子。
Yes, both.
This is a 三味锅.
三味锅.
So one is tomato flavor, and one is clear soup, and the other is spicy. Beef, tofu skin. We got this scallion, shrimp paste. Chongqing Hotpot is insanely popular in Shanghai, where we live. I have had multiple friends tell me They need to eat Chongqing Hotpot at least once a week. Hotpot allows the participants to inspect the raw ingredients for freshness before cooking, and also minimizes the distance the food needs to travel, ensuring that the food is fresh and hot when it hits your tongue.
First, I'm going to try a plain. That's kind of chewy. This is the sesame paste, oil. Tofu skin is normally actually my favorite food to eat at Hotpot. Has the consistency of a noodle, but it's tofu, so it's healthy. You know, the thing that makes me not like organ meats in the past is you feel organ meat has a very distinctive, strange taste, but this does not have. Shrimp meatball. This is a scallion. Very nice scallion. So it does feel different than Shanghai.
As your soup boils off, they come around to add more broth.
We got this shrimp here. Very fresh taste. It feels like a party in here. The atmosphere in this restaurant is awesome. And this 7 RMB, so $1 US for unlimited salad bar. Amazing. I'm stuffed right now on watermelon. You have anything to say?
我就吃过一次，我是四川的。
四川的。
对。
四川哪里？
我是四川资阳的。
资阳啊。
都以为我是重庆的。
哦。
好，谢谢。
你们现在吃这个火锅不会辣吧？辣，因为我不太能吃辣，我在江苏待过。
After dinner, we decided to take a walk to take in some of the city's nighttime scenery. Chinese cities are very safe, even at night, so we always feel comfortable exploring. I did a quick search for night market in my app's map, and we started walking towards the action. Chongqing must-do number 2. Visit a night market. 81st Street Night Market has a ton of stalls selling all different types of street food. Boboji are skewers boiled in a spicy broth. Here you can see this guy has a cart selling boboji. Here this lady is selling potatoes and noodles. She is selling brown sugar fried glutinous rice, Hongya Cave. These barbecued pig feet are actually one of my favorites. The gooey chewiness of the cartilage is a sensation that most Westerners are missing out on. This store specializes in selling the dry chili paste and beef tallow blocks used as the base for hot pot.
这是怎么做的？手工牛油。
The store has a fragrant, spicy aroma. Here is some meat and egg filling that is waiting to be made into dumplings.
The longest line on the street. Intestine and brain.
Look at these big blocks of home-style tofu. Outer tofu skin is very delicious.
Look at this shrimp and mushroom. Cartilage in a cup.
Although Chongqing is not technically part of Sichuan province, the style of cooking is characteristically Sichuan.
Wow, look at all these desserts.
Anytime you see people lining up for something, chances are that it is delicious. This steamed bun store had one of the longest lines on the street.
Those are balls.
As the 81st Street Market is in the center of downtown Chongqing, the stalls are very shiny and you can tell that the cleanliness standards are high. If you are interested in trying street food, this is a foodie heaven.
Wow, 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 this is really bright.
We saw signs for Leshan food. The city of Leshan has some of the most famous food in Sichuan. Spicy and numbing flavors are the main event. The numbing and tingling sensation comes from the use of Sichuan peppercorns. Look at all these types of seafood cooked in a spicy marinade.
10 o'clock on a Monday night.
Chongqing must-do number 3. Visit Jiefang Square.
What's Gucci, Chongqing? What's Gucci?
This is the Jiefang Monument in Jiefang Square. This skyscraper is the Chongqing World Financial Center. It's 79 stories tall and opened in 2014. It used to be the tallest building, but now there's a 98-story building. Right here could be considered the absolute heart of Chongqing. After checking out the Jiefang Square, we continued walking towards Hongya Cave. Look at these huge pieces of pork jerky. The streets of Chongqing are very hilly and windy. Chongqing has a booming tourist market, so although we were visiting on a non-holiday weeknight, there were still plenty of other tourists exploring the streets. Chongqing must-do number 4, visit Hongya Cave. Hongya Cave, or Hongya Cave, is a group of traditional-style cliffside stilt structures built into the facade alongside the Jialing River. This location has significance as a fortress, protecting the city with records going back as far as 3,000 years. The structures built into the cliff are lit up at night and make this one of the busiest tourist destinations in the city. In Chinese, there is a term "daka," which actually just means punch in, the same as you would do a job. So a visit to Chongqing would not be complete without checking this site off your list. The lights go out at 11 p.m. and this area was still packed with people at 10:45. This girl is selling a motorcycle photo experience. Chongqing is really an up-and-coming city. All in all, it was a great start to our Chongqing trip. Luckily, getting a taxi home wasn't as stressful as it looks from this scene.